Hey guys, it's drawing day. It's class time. Let's get started on this. Today I am working on a charcoal drawing of a face. Another character, male character this time. I think my previous one was a male as well. I have a female watercolor coming up in an upcoming video next week, I believe. So keep an eye out for it. But today we're going to be doing this guy. He's got a very interesting face. This guy right here. I think it should be fun, something very quick and very doable with charcoal. I am trying out a new Prang charcoal pencil with the little string. You pull it off and unwrap it. I got tired of sharpening those wood-handled charcoals. I also have a nice compressed charcoal that's been sharpened down, and I do have, just so I don't have to try to sharpen something, just have this little stump of a charcoal pencil left here. I have my stump. I have a little stump blender here, but a lot of times I just use my finger. And I got a new handy dandy Tombow pencil eraser as well. So we'll see how that works. If I need it, may not, and I do have my kneaded eraser. So that's really the tools that we're going to be working with on this quick sketch. I'm going to be working with mainly about any freaking method I can think of that will hopefully give me some success with this drawing, whether it's Loomis, Riley, and or the envelope. So let's get started on that. So let's see here. I'm going to grab my compressed charcoal real quick, and I'm just going to kind of get some charcoal on the paper and hopefully get it in about the right scale here. And I also have a paper towel that if I need to, I can just come in and rub and smudge and just knock down the whiteness of that paper. All right, so that's all I'm going to do here. We're just going to get some stuff happening and catch a real quick feel for the portrait right off the bat using a shape. Now I'm going to come in and I'm looking here. I'm going to get the heads more in this angle like that. No more, not quite. There we go. Right in that angle is about the space, the direction of his head. So that's where I'm going to start next, is I'm going to get that Loomis head going, knock off the side. There it is. And he's got a very, very long face. All right. So right in there, cheekbones, there we go. Eye sockets right in here. Eye lines right in through here, and we're going to catch that spot right there, and we'll just start blocking in. Again, like I said, I'm going to use about any method I can to get this to read right. We've got the nose down here, got that ball of the nose right there. Cool. And then we'll have the lips right in here. All right. So big trick here is also to get those brows right off the bat. All right. We'll get the bridge of the nose comes in right in there like that. We got some here we go. One thing I have discovered since on my rabbit hole of a journey with drawing faces is that it's helping when I exaggerate. So I'm kind of going back to all the things I've been teaching in my animation class, is to make sure the students are exaggerating and doing everything over the top. We can always rein it back in if necessary, but Get a little more. There we go. But just exaggerate a little bit. He's got very prominent features, really great cheekbones right there. And I'm just going to keep it very, very angular. He's got that great chin right there. And we're just going to find all of the fun shapes. There we go. Yeah. All right, cool. Just going to knock it down. We're just building it out. You got a very strong jaw. Comes right down here. Neck is just about the same width. He's got such a long face. Such a great looking face. There we go. Just bounce around. We'll get there. We got that hat. The hat's going to come right across his brow right there. Got that cheek right there. Comes right back in along the side of the head. Right there. Right along. Alright, cool. Alright, and then the ear, it's going to be a little below the eye. The eyes are going to be about right in here. Right, like in there. We'll drop that ear out. And it's about right there. Cool. Alright. And then the hat comes right out this way. Good. All right. And then we'll get the top portion of the hat. There we go. Just like that. I didn't get that hat out right here. It's got to come out further. There we go. Cool. And actually, I'm going to drop the... I think it comes down a little lower too. There we go. Maybe even out a little further. With charcoal, all of this is very fixable. Not much can't be fixed in this case. We'll just drop in shapes, blocking in the character. There we go. Oh yeah. There we go. Newspaper or the newsprint stuff, it takes charcoal really, it takes a nice mark and then it releases it too, so that it's really a very popular cheap way of sketching and drawing And all right, there we go. We're getting there. We'll start blocking in. I'm going to try the praying pencil now, see how it looks. Doesn't feel as soft. It doesn't smudge quite as nice, and that might work to my benefit now. But we're just really blocking in and getting a lot of the color, the tonal range happening. So, and then, oh, I see what the problem is with this hat. That hat needs to come across, and it's a little closer to the head right there before it comes up and around. So like that. There we go. Because I was just noticing that hat needs to have a lot of value right down along in here, and it transitions right up along the edge here. So there we go. And then it comes on around right in there. We'll throw a little more of it down on his brow. So you really lose the edge right there. Okay. There we go. And there's a nice tone right along that. And really a nice tone right in through this whole area. Down along his cheek, right up under here. And then the nose has a light spot right in here. We got the transition, the scrunch of his brow right there. I'm going to do some directional marks right on the bridge of the nose right there. And as it broadens out, there we go. All right, and I think the last charcoal drawing of a face I did, it was a short, so it's been a while since I've done one. But this is definitely a live action sketch of a face. There we go. Get the cool. All right, he's coming along. He's starting to emerge. He's coming out of the paper, starting to show up. Get all of the little shapes. Ears are fun. They just kind of mix and match various shapes together. All right. We have a strong side of the face right there. Right over on this side as well. Comes right down there to the chin. All right, let's get the nose. I'm going to build that nose right now. Get that shape. Got that nice V shape right there. That whole side of the nostril in shadow. There we go. Nice strong shadow on that side. Right up here on that side as well. Good. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Uh-oh. Just broke it. All right. Let's come back over to this. Actually, let me go to this one real quick. All right, I got to get this under the nose a little better. Okay. Again, trying to exaggerate a little bit. We'll get that lip. All right. And a lot of the fun stuff's going to happen when we get to starting to work with the kneaded eraser, and we'll start picking highlights. Right now I'm just working on all the shadow side of the face. And you can see I switched over to working with my finger rather than the stump. Yeah. Get that philtrum. There we go. And we have a nice angle right there. There we go. This is a lot of fun. Charcoal's always a fun medium to work with. You just get messy, you create some cool looking stuff. There we go. All right. And we'll throw those. We got a collar happening about right there. Maybe a little lower. Now these are cross contour marks, also descriptive in that the neck kind of has a bunch of lines and wrinkles in it, but it's also being used to create a sense of a cylinder on his neck. Just getting all the various veins, things happening here. All right. All right, so that real quickly is the construction of the face. And again, I used a little Riley, not much Riley. I know it's there, it's hanging in there, but mostly Loomis. All right, and envelope, just trying to get the shapes right. I don't think I have his ear quite right. There we go. All right, cool. And we're going to start drawing with some of the with the kneaded eraser in just a second. I want to get enough charcoal on the subject that when we do start working, with the kneaded eraser, we'll really pull some of the highlights up out of the face. It's really going to create some nice form. All right, got eyes. All right, let's do a little bit of work with the kneaded eraser. So now it's where it can get kind of fun. We're going to look for highlights, pick out highlights, and really start making the face come up off of the paper now. So we've really been just working on the middle tone to the shadow side, and now we can really start finding some of the fun stuff. So this is the fun part. I'm going to get a little bit on his lip right here. He's got a lot of nice spots on his lip to work with. And again, I'm just kneading the eraser into nice edges so I can really just draw with the kneaded eraser. And right up here, I'm going to poke it into, get it into a little bit of a sharp tip, and then I can come in and we can start popping out some of the highlights in the eye, the whites of the eye, a little bit on the upper end of the eyelid. Let me get this one. I'm going to knead it a little more. Get that spot right there. Cool. Got a great highlight right along the side of the head. So I just flattened it out. Got an edge on my kneaded eraser again. So that is fun. And there's a couple spots on his ear I'm going to get. Some spots on his eyelid. On the underneath side. On the side of this nose right here, just pop that out. Right up here on the brow. Over here on the nose. Right on the cheek here. upper lid of his lip right there. Right there in the nostril. Right over here on the nostril. Got a nice highlight right here. And over here. I'll grab that right there. Comes right down here like that. It's light right up in here. All right, now we're cooking. I'm gonna get this cheek over here. It's got a nice highlight on it as well. Upper eyelid right here. Get a little more on this side too. There we go. And again, if I do erase too much, I can come back in and pop up the contrast again a little better. Comes right up here just a little bit, right there. I'm going to get a little bit on those veins down here. And a little bit right there, right there, right there. All right, now we're going to work on the hat a little bit. There we go. There's some nice highlights over here. And I'll get that hat band right there. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to come back and we'll just hit a few more of the darker darks. Get that eyelid, I messed it up. And we'll get a little more highlight right up here. Good. That's looking pretty good. Anyway. And you can also come in and clean up the background a little bit. So this is a fun little sketch using charcoal. The prang was a other than I need to sharpen it, resharpen it. It worked pretty well. It didn't smudge as much as the General's charcoal that I'm working with right now, or the stick. So there we go. I'll throw a little more right in through there like that. Good. There we go. And there it is. We got a quick little charcoal sketch of this character. It was a lot of fun. Charcoal makes it go quick. So do a lot of these. And when you do work with charcoal, work on a bigger scale. If you notice, typical tutorial I do is much smaller. So this is probably twice the size. You need the scale to be able to work in some of those details and stuff, because charcoal is not a precision, tightly precise medium. It requires scale to get to that kind of detail. So have fun with this. Let me know if you got any value out of this. Give me a like and a subscribe. Head over to my video description. I have links galore in there for supplies, equipment, download resources, Loomis, Riley, and Bridgman, all on my website. Links are in the description. And if you think I'm doing anything worth a damn on this channel, head over to Patreon. Give me a $5 a month membership. I truly do appreciate it. It will help me out immensely. So I'll see you in the next drawing day tutorial. See you later.